Welcome back to Movie Chat. I am Steve, and on this video I'm going to be reviewing Pacific Rim. Now, if you're like me, you've probably seen this 50 million times. It's an awesome sci-fi adventure beat 'em up type movie. If you like if you're like me and you like your Power Rangers, you like your Voltron, you like your Transformers, you also like your Japanese martial arts films and your kaiju movies, your Godzillas, your King Kongs, this is the movie for you. So this is like Power Rangers meets Godzilla and King Kong. That's the only way to go with that one. Now, Charlie Hunnam and Idris Elba. Charlie, I apologise if I'm pronouncing your surname wrong, but please feel free to come on the show and correct me. Are absolutely brilliant. Now, there is a few other actors in this film as well. It's quite a big cast, to be honest. But they all do really well. They all play the parts brilliantly. Now, there is another movie that I do sort of compare this one with, and this is Robot Jox. Now, I will be watching Robot Jox, and I will be doing a review video on that one. Gary Graham is absolutely brilliant. But again, big mechs fighting. You know, and I don't think you can go wrong with that. So, let me go and watch this now. So I'm going to put this in the box downstairs, in the Xbox. I'll show you what's on the disc, any special features, etc. Then I'm going to watch the film, and then I'll do the review. So what I'm planning on doing is that anytime that I watch a film, I am going to do a review for it, and I'm going to put them on the channel for you, and hopefully you are enjoying these. Please hit the like button on the video. It does help us push the content out to other people, and while you're there, just hit the subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'll see you in a minute or so. Bye bye. What I forgot to show you upstairs was the case and the discs. So before I put them in, here we go. So there's the front artwork. So we open it up. Now, here you go. Just in case no one's used the digital code. There you go, you can do that. So there's the 3D disc. Okay. Then we've got the movie disc. And we've got the special features disc. So for this particular portion of the video, I'm going to put the special features in first, and we'll go through that, and then we'll just watch the movie again, and I'll do the review for that one. But as you can see, there is the 3D disc there, so I will be looking forward to watching it in 3D, and yeah, seeing what the difference is. But I do love that artwork on the disc as well, the Jaeger. That's Gypsy Danger, for anyone that doesn't know. And we'll see you in a minute. Right, there we go. We've now got the special features disc in. As you can see, you've got Gypsy Danger with the power sword out fighting the kaiju. So that's in the second battle, if I remember correctly. At the bottom, you've got your special features. You've got your audio and subtitles. So these look quite easy usable. You just use your left and right. Special features, we've got quite a few here. So let's start. We've got deleted scenes. We've got a blooper reel. You've got your director's notebook. So looking at that, this is an interactive presentation from Del Toro's Pacific Rim notebook. Click the pages and access targeted interview pods. So that's the director telling you what's going on. You've got behind the scenes, which is the drift space. Employing an in-world layered holographic look, we break apart the film's 4 drift sequences. And so that's where they hook up together and whatever. So this is where you'll see Naiko's nightmare about being attacked by the kaiju, where she first meets Stricker. Behind the scenes, again, the more artwork and stuff, how they've done the Jaegers and the kaijus. The Shatterdome, an archive of the key design generated the shape of the film. That there's quite a lot on that special features. Again, if you just press down, you drop the menu and you go into audio. So it just gives us English, and then obviously we've got the subtitles there. So going back onto this bit here, let's have a look at this. There we go. So I just love that, because this is the sort of graphics that you see throughout the film when you're talking to the scientists and stuff. It's just brilliant. You've got audio and concept art there and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to have fun having a proper look at these once I've watched the film. Now I'm going to put the movie disc in now, and then I'll show you what the options are on that before we hit the play button. Okay, so the movie disc is now in. Now I'm going to have to stop doing this because the trailer for the film before this was Gravity with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. Now the trailer makes it look really awesome, and I didn't really enjoy it the first time round, so I might have to go back and re-watch it. On this one, you've got your play, your screen select, your audio, your subtitles, and more special features. So let's have a look at the screen select. We've got another one of these scroll alongs with the time bar at the top. Now, that's alright if you're coming back to watch it at a different point, but I don't like that layout of it. I think it's a bit of a waste of a screen. They could have given us more at the top of the screen to have a look at instead of just showing us the same artwork. Other than that, it's not so bad. I have seen worse. If we just scroll back down again, you've got, so it's quite easy, user friendly. So on this one we've got commentary. So we've got commentary by the director there, Del Toro, and we can turn the commentary on and off. If we scroll back down, we move over to focus points, which then gives us the it looks like we've got the options there to highlight the orchestra sounds throughout the film. We've got the film's cast and producers describe the metamorphosis that's going on throughout the film. The primer on the kaijus. So what's this one? Del Toro special sci-fi adventure. Right, okay, so we'll have to have a look at that one. Then we've got more robot design, honouring the kaiju tradition. So there's quite a lot of special features on the actual disc itself, which is quite surprising considering the special features disc that they've got. So what's this one? Tokyo Alley. Okay, so that's where they go and try and get the baby kaiju in the new brain. Mega size, goth tech. Oh, so yeah, inside the drift. I tell you what, the special features on these are absolutely brilliant. It's just worth it for the special features, never mind the film. Anyway, less of that. I'm going to geek out on the special features there anyway. But if you're into your extras and your special features on your discs, the Blu-ray edition, 3D edition of Pacific Rim has got loads on for you. Now I'm going to watch the film and I'll see you in 2.5 hours when I've watched it, and I'll do the review then. Right, so I'm doing this the next day, hence the t-shirt change. I watched this last night, and as I said, I absolutely adore this film. Now, it starts off where it explains about the first kaiju attack, where it came from, how many people it killed, etc., etc. And then they decided to make big robots to fight the monsters. Now, it goes into the bit of the science where they get hooked up into the machines, etc. And then one pilot's not enough, so they start making Jaegers with 2 pilots. And this is where you start seeing like brothers and sisters and twins and fathers and whatever fighting the Jaegers together. Now, this is where we meet our hero. Him and his brother piloting Gypsy Danger, and they go out and They fight a kaiju, they think they've beat it, they don't check it's dead, and then it comes back and kills his brother. So he then disappears off and leaves the Jaeger program. It then picks up a couple of years later, where the Jaeger program's coming down, getting closed down because of the cost of it, etc., and maintaining of it. And they bring him, they're looking for pilots to pilot the remaining Jaegers, so they go off and then bring him back in. We then see him training and trying to find a co-pilot. Now, there's 3 different stories running here. There's the one about the kaijus, there's one about the pilots, and then there's one about them trying to explain everyone's sort of like backstory and stuff like that. Now, I do love this film. I think Charlie Hunnam, Idris Elba, Charlie Day are absolutely brilliant in this film. I think the Jaeger designs are all interestingly different, depending on which sort of nation they're from. Like the British one is it looks very finesse. It's got loads of armaments. The Americans looks very sleek and running. It's the only one that's on nuclear power. The Russians is just a big bulky war machine. And then the Japanese stroke Korean one is again, it's more finesse. It's a 3-arm sort of like samurai thing. The kaiju design is brilliant, considering that they're all clones. They're all very different. There's not one kaiju that looks the same. They've all got different attributes and stuff like that. It's just an amazing film to watch. And like I say, I don't really want to spoil it. However, I wasn't a big fan of the second film. The Pacific Rim Uprising, I'm not a big fan of that at all whatsoever. This one, for me, it's meant to be low budget, but it's got quite high budget, but it's meant to be a low budget sci-fi film. The second one is typical Hollywood spin, trying to make a money maker, and I just didn't like it. Give this one a go. Right, like and subscribe to the channel. If you like the content, please like the video. While you're there, hit the subscribe button. You know, we are trying to build our content up and our subscriber base up, and it means a lot to us. We've also got our live show on a Thursday night at 7:15 GMT. That's every week, and we do like to try and get guests on every now and then to spice things up and come and have a chat with us, etc. Now, go and watch Pacific Rim. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.